I have a statement that I would like to make today. God will never back our mess. God will never back our mess. Somebody needs to know on today that God is nothing like us. He's better than us. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. Somebody needs to know on today that we're called to go up to God's level. God is never going to come down to our level and okay the things that we do. Somebody may say, what are you talking about? Some of us are going to the Lord, and if we just tell the truth, because I've met people before, you probably know people, and you could very well be one of those people that you think that you're one of those people. You got the nerve to go to God wanting harm on somebody else. And it's people like that. People got the nerve to be praying to God for the downfall of somebody else. People are going to God praying for the downfall of somebody else's business, somebody else's marriage. People are going to God with this hateful stuff, with this bitter stuff in their heart. They're going to God. I want you to think about it, and I want you to resonate now. We serve a God who is holy. We want to make the God that we serve an unholy God. We want to make the God that we serve nasty, filthy, and unrighteous, just like us. And it's people out there that they're praying for wrong, and God just doesn't work that way. I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 55 to you, and I just want you to hear what it says. And it's Isaiah 55, and I'm going to read verse 8, and I want you to think about what it's saying. And it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." I want you to think about it now. When you go into the Lord and you want the Lord to do things your way. See, our problem is we go to God to do things our way instead of his way. And we must always remember, God is going to always do things the right way, and the right way equals his way. We want God to do things his way. See, could it be that you're one of those people that an incident could have happened on your job? Something could be going on. And what you want God to vindicate you on that job. Because you know why? You don't want to be vindicated and because it's the right thing to do. See, you want to be vindicated because you want to walk around with your chest out. And you want to be able to throw out at people and say that I was right and you was wrong. And you want to be able to go and get back at people. Is that the reason why? Somebody could very well be doing that in their marriage. You want something to go through that you've been praying to God about so you can throw it in your spouse's face. Let's just tell the truth now. Somebody is praying about something and they want something to go through so they can be able to throw it in their spouse's face to let their spouse know, I did it. I did it. Could that very well be you? See, we be wanting God to go along with things that God is saying, I'm not going along with that mess. God is telling somebody on the day, I'm not going to bag your foolishness because that's what you want to do. And a lot of us been praying to the Lord about things. We've been seeking and going to the Lord praying about something. And the truth of the matter is, it's not of God. It's not to glorify God. It's not to give God the glory and to give God the praise if we tell the truth about it. It's all about us. Somebody needs to know that God will never back your mess. We out here doing wrong things to people. We out here living wrong. We doing whatever we want. And we got the nerve to think that God is okay with it. We making God okay with stuff that we doing that's not right. We doing unholy things. We living an unholy life, and we got the nerve to want to make God okay with it because we're okay with it. And somebody needs to realize just because we're okay with something, it doesn't mean that God is okay with something. You got low down people out here trying to sabotage people's businesses. You got low down people trying to sabotage people's marriages, doing evil things to people on jobs, and they got the nerve to think that God is okay with it. God will never back our mess. God will never do it. Somebody need to hear that on today. God will never bag our mess. He will never do it because God doesn't work that way. God is nothing like us. God is better than us. I'm just going to be real with you. You know, I can remember when me and my husband was trying to purchase our home. And I can remember when we was trying to go through the bank and get stuff situated. And I can remember trying to go and get things done. And the reality of the matter was, y'all, when I was trying to go and see about getting this house situated, this is the reality of the matter. I wanted to do things my way. And see, if I would have did things my way, my chest was going to be poked out. My chest was going to be poked out, letting it be known that guess what? I got it done. I got it done. See, that was going to bring division in my marriage because I was always going to be like, I'm the one that got it done. God doesn't work that way. And God didn't allow it to go through because God said, I don't care who you are. I don't back no mess. God wants things done the right way. And if you're not going to do things the right way, the Lord is saying he's going to get out the way. And somebody need to hear that on the day. See, could you be like the way I was? Can we let our feelings get inside of us so we think that we going to go do things our way? And the Lord is saying it doesn't work that way. See, what is it in your life that you going to the Lord about? And this is the reality, the Lord letting you know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. What is it that's going on? See, somebody right now, they want a business, but they want the business to just be able to throw back up in people's face to say, you see, I didn't have to have you. You have somebody right now, they praying for their business to go through just so they can throw it in other people's face. That's why somebody right now want a job and they want it so they can throw it in somebody else's face. Somebody want to get married just because they can be able to throw it in somebody else's face. Could that very well be you on today? Are you one of those people and you seeking and you going to God, but you're not doing it the way of God? You doing things your way. And if you doing things your way, you're not doing things the right way. Our ways are not his ways and our thoughts are not his thoughts. And somebody needs to know on today, God will never back our mess. He will never back our mess. Whatever it is that you got going on and that you praying to God about, if it's a bunch of mess behind it, you might as well leave it alone. And I'm telling you right now, you might as well leave it alone and you might as well go to the Lord and say, Lord, open my heart to do it the right way. Go to the Lord and ask the Lord to deal with you. Because a lot of us, we seeking and we going behind God for this mess that we know we don't mean no good behind. You got people right now, they want a vehicle just to be able to throw it in somebody else's face. See, people want stuff done in their life just so they can go throw it back up in somebody's face that they feel like they didn't help me with this. I want to be able to throw it up. A lot of us want this stuff because we want to be able to have the upper hand on people. And you just got to be real with yourself. You know you and you know how you are. And some people just want to be able to have the upper hand on people. And could that very well be you? Because within all of us, God is going to deal with every last one of us about our ways when they're not his ways. God is not going to okay it. It don't matter that you go to church every Sunday. It don't matter that you work for God's kingdom. It don't matter that you praying to God. God will never back your mess. And somebody needs to hear that on today. God does things the right way, and the right way is his way. Could you be the one getting in the way? Could you be one of those people who you're going to the Lord, but it's all about selfish gain? Could it be that way? It's all about selfish gain. And if you ever think that the Lord is going to open the doors for you so you can stick your chest out, if you ever think that the Lord is just going to open the doors for you and he already know you want the glory, you want the praise, do you really think that things are going to even work out the right way? I want you to think about it. Sometimes we all have to get in that mirror and we have to look at ourselves and say, why am I going to the Lord about this? Why do I want this done? What's my motive behind it? And that'll tell you a lot. If you just be real about it, what is my motive? Why do I really want this? Why do I want this car? Why do I want this house? Why do I want that business? Why do I want to be able to do this? Why? And just be real and ask yourself the question. A lot of us actually do things so we can throw things up in other people's face, so we can have the upper hand on them, so we can try to control them. And the Lord doesn't bless no mess. He'll never do it. The Lord is saying to somebody on today, the same way he told me with them things in my life, I don't work that way. I don't work that way. And could God be telling you on today, I don't work that way? God is telling you, I will work it out the right way. God is telling somebody, I'll do it the right way, but I'm sure not gonna do it your way. And God is willing to work things out the right way, and the right way is gonna forever be his way. So we all must go before the Lord and make sure that we're going with the right motive before the Lord. We must truly seek after him so we can truly start understanding the ways and the thoughts of him. So always remember my closing. Self-examination. It's the best examination, and Jesus Christ is Lord, and he's all we have. Have a great rest of the day.